because it shouldn't have been like
It
this.
shouldn't.
You
It's
know,
not
like
supposed to be like this.
as men, women look as men in general as a shield, a
Protectors.
protector. You
Mm.
know, you cannot say no. She was dressing inappropriately. No, she was acting out of pocket. Right now, you get like right now the men are the problem.
Exactly. And it's scary because you're not safe anywhere. You're not safe at home. You're not safe at church. You're not safe at work. You're not safe
You're not safe
in a
at a
taxi.
post
You're not safe.
office.
You're not safe. And you're not safe on a date. You're not safe
Mm-mm.
at like literally nowhere. So where do we run to, and what do we do in this? How do we protect ourselves? How do we make sure that we feel safe in a world that feels so unsafe
Safe,
for
yeah.
us?
This is what I have to carry with me every
To
single
feel
day
safe.
to feel safe. And then she even told me that it's still not enough because like what if it's like 2, 3 of them and I'm
Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Our Safe Space. My name is Ntabiling, also known as Ntabi. And you know I'm not alone, I'm with my favorite co-host.
hey man, it is your boy Pimela, but you can call me Pimza, and we are back. We're in the building. It's been a long time.
It's been a while.
We've been gone. Sorry guys, we haven't been coming through. And now we've been going through life. We've been going through a few things that we had to do. So let's go. Let's get it. Let's get it. We're back, baby. We're back.
And talking about today's topic, we're talking about gender-based violence and femicide.
Hey.
So before we get into it, let me just give you guys the quick definition and the stats, just so that you know there are no mistakes. So gender-based violence refers to harmful acts directed at individuals based on their gender. And femicide is the intentional killing of women or girls specifically because they are female. And South Africa has one of the highest rates of femicide in the world.
Yeah,
And
it's crazy, man.
yeah, like in March the 31st, 2024, we were sitting on 5,578 women and 1,656 children that were murdered in South Africa. Those are like big numbers. 5,000 is a lot of numbers.
5,000 is a lot. That's a lot of killing and a lot of killing against a specific
Gender
group or
group
gender
of
of people. That's
it's worrying.
That's
Also.
worrying because like I basically ask myself, are we safe? Besides like gender or anything, I just ask myself, like all of us, like in jail, are we safe out here in South Africa? It's scary, man. It's like scary hours to live right now in this country, especially to be a woman.
It is quite
It's
scary
hard being a woman.
because also like with these numbers, if we just think about the people behind, because these are people, they're not just numbers. They are like sisters. They are our friends, our
Children.
mothers. Yeah. So like if you just put, if you make it more personal, you put a, like people behind the numbers, like you realize what like how deep this is.
It's
You know.
good. And you know what's the other sick thing about it? You know those stats are there and the numbers are there, but they're not actually accurate because there are people who don't come forward. There are people who don't say anything. There are those who just take it like and stomach within them. You know. So like I feel like if every victim can come forward and tell their stories, or if every victim can report,
the numbers would be higher.
it would be higher than it would be scarier than it is right now. You understand? Like so for me, it's what's going on in South. I just
It
ask
is
myself,
quite worrying. And as a woman, like I feel like we are loving with so much fear in us because we don't know. Like there's a campaign called hashtag Am I Next. Everybody's just like, Am I next? Like, am I safe going outside? You don't know if you leave home. Will you come back home at that same time? Will you come back like full, like fully sharp?
It's like
Yeah.
when you come back as you left.
Exactly. Even like, do you ever get worried about like any one of your family members, like females especially, like when they leave, you ever worry about them coming back home safely?
I do a lot actually because I have a younger sister and obviously my mom. So for me, like with my younger sister, I try to have these conversations with her about gender violence, about how to behave, you know. But even with that, you are never sure what might happen. You understand? So I try to talk with her. I try to have this one-on-one and try to figure out where she is in her mind. Also about is she aware what's going on? You see, understand? Like I feel like also with young girls especially, we should also create like awareness. Like we should figure out are they aware what's actually going on, and what does this mean and why they stand in society right now as young women. So yeah, I do have people and I worry a lot about them.
like as I was preparing for this, I was like, my little sister was around, so I was like, I don't really want to expose her to this. Like, I was like, should I watch these news reports while she's around? But other things, like you said, you're preparing your own sister, so like it's important that they actually know and that they're aware, because this is our reality. This is the world
It's
that we're living
definitely our
in. The
reality.
more we shield them, then we can't shield them if we're protecting them. We can't
The thing
we
is
can't
also like
protect
it's
them if we
scary
shield them.
also like now for this being our reality because it shouldn't have been
It
like this,
should.
you
It's
know,
not
like
supposed to be like this.
as men, women look as men in general as a shield, a
Protectors.
protector, you
Mm.
know, like someone who's gonna stand up for them, you know, someone who's gonna, because women are more, you know, I don't want to say this, but you know, women are more fragile, they're more soft, they're more,
Mm,
you
mm,
know, like you cannot go and have a physical fight with a woman
mm,
as a man, you understand? So like they look at men and then the expectation of life was always like, you know,
to
my man is
this.
this man is gonna protect me,
Mm,
like man is gonna protect women, especially black women, you understand?
mm,
Because black women go through the most, man. Black women feel this the most. Like I said in the previous episode, black women like have the highest rate of unemployment also in the country. Right now, they are the victims also of men, you know, in the society that we're living in. So black women really like go through a lot. So for me, where I stand with it, I feel like there's no way to put this now. You cannot say, no, she was dressing inappropriately. No, she was acting out of pocket. Right now, you get like right now the men are the problem.
exactly. And it's scary because you're not safe anywhere. You're not safe at home. You're not safe at church. You're not safe at work. You're not safe
You're not safe
in a
at a
taxi.
post
You're not safe.
office.
You're not safe. And you're not safe on a date. You're not safe
Mm-mm.
at like literally nowhere. So where do we run to, and what do we do in this? How do we protect ourselves? How do we make sure that we feel safe in a world that feels so unsafe
Safe,
for
yeah.
us?
It feels like it almost feels like this world was weaponized for you guys
Like it's
because like
against us.
it's like against women, like you know. But I feel like also this thing dates way back if you look at it.
Mm-hmm.
Like it dates like way back in the times of, like you can say like the 1800s, like even way back than that, because of how women was treated and how women was like basically some women were even groomed, and grooming is also currently still taking place right now in the world, whereby we find young women are being groomed to be somebody's wife.
Wife.
You know, you are trained and taught how to be a wife. You are being taught like you are like some women still like are being traded. You understand? Like so for me, I feel like it like this thing goes way back. It's like it's not it didn't start yesterday, it didn't start in the 2000s. It started way back whereby you know women didn't have a say, women couldn't get all these title jobs, women were put in a position to raise kids, stay at home, you know,
That's how
like
they were seen.
they like yeah they that's like they were just seen as people who are supposed to look after the family, you know, don't say you don't have a say, you're not a provider, you don't like. I feel like it goes way back into those times, you know, where women were very, very under pressed and they were put under a lot of pressure by men
I
also.
mean,
Yeah. So I think like it didn't start now, it goes way back.
so
So we still have to fix the pains of the
of
past
the
before we
past.
can move on forward.
So like while I'm listening to you, so I think that the problem also lies in it's what we're facing is also like intergenerational, but the problem also lies in the way that we think and also how we see
See,
women.
yeah.
Because as you said, like women were seen as people who were just supposed to like raise kids, so how men also see women can play a big role in
Yeah.
can one be one of the solutions how we move forward from this, instead of seeing a woman as just somebody that you can just, I don't know, who's weak, because I think a lot of men will fight with a woman because some you see this lady, a person, as you see a woman as someone who's weaker than you, so obviously it's easier for you to shove me because I'm weaker than you. I can't fight back. So the minute you start seeing a woman as your equal, so that it takes away that it's also like a power imbalance, like because you feel that you are more stronger than I am, or
A
hold
lot of
control
power.
of power over me.
It is
Yes, you
like
feel
that.
like you can
It is like that.
physically hit me, you control me,
It is like that. Men are in a position of power. It still are in a position of power. Most of the men that actually, most of the people that run the world are men. People who make these powerful and important decisions
fair
in the
man.
world are men, you know. I don't feel like there's enough female voices. Even right now, they are slightly coming through. Like we see it like with different industries, like the entertainment space. Like within soccer also. Women are
They're trying to push women to the forefront.
like, yeah, you understand. So it's like women are still figuring their place. They are still in this thing of taking up space.
Still
It's
fighting for
they're
that.
still fighting
Their
for their place in society. So yeah, for me, I feel like it is that way because of, like, for instance, like, why would you choose to have a fight with a woman, but you wouldn't go and choose to have a fight as
with a
somebody who's
man.
physically capable like you understand, like it's very weird, and also on how some people also think and how they see things. I really don't know, man, because like for me, like when I look at these things and the stats and the numbers, it's scary for me, like to live in a society whereby women are so fearing that they might die. Any day can be their last day. Like nobody should live like that. Nobody should be put in that position. Nobody should be put in such a space whereby they can feel like, oh,
Today
if
might be
I
a
leave
last
this door,
day.
I might not come back. You understand? So that's how I feel every time when my mother leaves for work. I have this fear and this certain uncomfortableness within me where I feel like, is she gonna be safe? Like the other day, and she told me that she literally carries a weapon to go to work. Like, and she showed it to me, like in her bag, and she said, like, this is what I have to carry with me every single
To feel
day
safe.
to feel safe. And then she even told me that it's still not enough because, like, what if it's like two, three of them and I'm alone? I understand, like, and then that's when it hit me, like, some people don't have these conversations necessarily with their families or with people that are close to them because of it has never happened to you. You want to take it serious until it strikes closer to home, until it hits like more closer to home. So like my mother told me, like, she does carry something to make her feel safe, to protect herself. But I feel like it shouldn't have been like that in general. To start off with, where we at right now, it shouldn't have been like that for me. So I don't know, like, for you, what do you think women should do or can do to protect themselves?
Yeah. Also, like listening to you, I feel so disheartened, man. For like we in a place where we have to think about solutions and ways to protect ourselves from the same people who were meant to protect us. And some of the things that we went to, they took us for self defense classes, and we're always told we should work, we should like always be like in a group,
Or
go with
like,
a guy, yeah, and always tell your friends where you're going, right? Which is what
share
Ulerato did.
locations.
Yeah, share locations. So that's what I do, like the basics, those are like the ABCs of what we were told. Carry pepper spray, like share pepper spray,
Yeah.
carry a taser, to tell people where you're going, like share your location, to go with a
Have
guy that you
frequent
trust, or
communication with someone so that
yeah, so
they
they
know that,
know where
no,
you
you still
are.
safe, things are still well. Yeah.
Those are the things that I know of. Those are the things that I do, and it takes away also from you living, and also just like enjoying yourself and being in the moment. Because now imagine like you having
You
fun.
have
Now
to
you
look
have to
over your
take so
shoulder
that
every time.
yes, let me take so that they don't get worried about me at home. Let me take so that my friend doesn't get worried about
Yeah.
me not returning. Yeah, it's a lot, to be honest.
And like I see it also with my younger brother and my younger sister, the way they are raised, it's totally different. Like my younger sister, like at home, the paranoia is more high when she's not home yet. My mom gets uncomfortable. She goes looking for her because like she has to be home before the sun sets. And that also, you can see it makes her disheartened for her to be treated like that, to be in a position where she feels like she's being
Just constantly
controlled.
worried. Oh
Yeah,
yes,
she feels like she's being controlled. She's being told when to come home, when to be home, when to be where, like,
She
like,
takes away also her freedom.
yeah, versus this person who is like living his life. He's coming home at 8. I cannot come home at 8. But then you, like I said, making them aware, it's also important. Having to make, especially younger girls, and younger women, making them aware what is going on in society. Having these conversations with them that even like with your close spaces and your close people that you can may trust can be people who may become your predator. You understand, like, so not saying that, okay, fine, say bani bani, like For instance, no, we went to this friend's home, we were chilling there, but you need to know, you need to understand, you cannot spend more than like 3 hours at that person's house now, because you don't understand the dynamics of that family also. And also them, when they come to your house, they don't know the dynamics of your own family, you understand? So like, you have to understand that it's not safe. That's what I'm trying to make her understand, and trying to make her understand also that not just because my younger brother is a guy and he's a boy, he's better or he has these privileges. He doesn't. Also, for him, also himself is not safe. You understand? So, but for her, it's more. I don't know how to say it, man. It's more exposed because she's young, she's a girl, you know, and she's still she hasn't figured herself out. She's still in school. You understand? Like, she doesn't understand how the world works. She cannot make proper decisions for herself also. So like, for me, that's one of the like things that I can say. The main thing that I can say also to women, especially younger ones, is like making them aware, making them understand why certain measures are being taken and why certain things are being put in place for their protection. Probably they will not understand it now, but as time goes and as they grow, they will figure it out, and as they become into their own person, they would understand that, oh, this is why I was actually being shielded from. So for me, this one is a very sensitive
It
one.
is a sensitive topic. Actually, funny enough, that it's a sensitive topic, like, to me too, because before we could shoot, right? We wanted to shoot for so many times we couldn't get to it. But like,
We wanted to shoot, guys. We did.
before then, there was a time where I remember when we were supposed to shoot the first time,
Yeah.
and when after you left, I don't think I told you this, but like, I felt this like tight feeling in my chest, like my chest was like compressed, like,
Yeah.
I couldn't like breathe. So when Uncle Charlie came the other day, I told him, I was like, I don't know about this topic. Like, when I would try to talk about this thing, I felt like my chest was compressed. I couldn't get myself to even speak, because personally it also triggered me, right? Because
It is triggering.
yeah, because I was really like triggered, and it was just, when I told him that, I kind of started feeling lighter. I was like, okay, I think now I'm ready to
You
talk
can
about
do
it,
this,
because
yeah.
I at least
Can
expressed to
face
him
it.
that how I was feeling in that moment, and I didn't just ignore the feeling that I felt. I didn't just like, like
Brush
push
it
it,
off.
yeah, and be
Yeah.
like, yeah. So that kind of helped. And also, there was this woman who she's a police officer, so she was literally just telling people how she kind of like, her advice and what she does. She was saying that, actually, like, she was saying that she told her daughter the same things that we tell our little sisters, the same things that we've heard, that you should share your location, don't go out till too late. So she shared these same things with her daughter, and she's a police officer. So imagine a police officer saying this, giving her daughter these instructions. That means that, who do we turn to? If somebody who literally works for the law, for law enforcement, feels that she has to also give these same tips that we have heard to her own daughter, then who do we turn to? Who do we run to? Who do we trust in this situation?
I feel like women should trust themselves.
Literally, like, we only have
Women should,
ourselves to trust.
like, they should trust themselves. Like, they should, like, I don't know, they should have their own groups.
Kind of what did they say? You're on your own, black child, basically.
Like, child, be on your own. Like,
We're on our
basically on
own.
your own. So I feel like they should have like their own groups also that they have for safety purposes, like whether it's your friends or it's like your neighbors, you understand, like just a safe group in a safe space where women can be women and talk about women things. I don't know what women say,
But like, yeah, because who
yeah,
better understands your story is like
as another
better than your
woman,
sister.
you understand.
Exactly,
But
better than your
also,
sister.
like, for instance, look at the Olerato incident that happened, and it was viral. We all saw it. It was viral on social media. She literally checked all the boxes that were there necessarily for her safety. As she went on a date with, we can say like someone she didn't know, but obviously they have been talking, and the duration of them
And
having,
trust was
yeah,
built
like
during that
the
time.
duration of them having communication, we can never know. You understand? We can never know like how long did they talk before they actually went on that date. You understand? So like, but for the necessary safety and for just like safety measures and to have that precaution in her mind, she did it. Like, she
She
shared
did
her
everything she was
location.
supposed to do.
Yeah, she shared her location
Everything.
with her friends. She told her friends, if you don't hear from me in this space of time, you know,
Be worried, be
be
alerted.
worried, called what, you know, like she literally did everything and still
Mm.
something bad happened to her, you understand? So that thing, and I feel like that also, I feel like every year there's an incident that happens to women that pisses South Africa really off.
That also, like, it's like also we tend to forget
Mm.
while, like, we
While
tend
it
to forget.
happens, you know,
Yeah, so that
because
that's
remember
something
the
that.
incident of the student, they went to the post office,
Oh yes.
that was also killed there, you know, like
Mm-mm.
I feel like every single year there's a thing that happens to a woman in South Africa which pisses the country off. And I was literally sitting the other day at home and I was just chilling and chilling to like to myself, basically just thinking. And as I was sitting, I actually was thinking aloud, and I ended up saying that South African men hate women.
Mm.
And then I was like shocked a bit, and then I was like, but like in general though, like we cannot say that South African men, they value women, they
Mm.
appreciate women, you know, like, but
Why would they kill them when
why,
they do
like
value them?
if they did, like this GBV and Femicide wouldn't
Wouldn't
be
be
the
this
highest in
high.
the world right now. We wouldn't have all these numbers, you know. So I feel like literally also, can we blame the way men were brought up? But men were, most of these guys were brought up by a woman
They were brought
also.
up, yes.
So like, what is the problem actually?
Mm.
What's the core root? And like, as women need to form their own groups and have their own safe spaces, men should also do the same.
Where they call each
Where
other
they call
out,
each other out, like,
where
you
they talk
know,
about their traumas. Because I think
yeah,
this also comes from trauma,
it
right? Like
does.
your father beat you up, you beat up the woman, like,
Or
so
your
it,
father used to beat up your mom in the house. You
and you
saw
saw
it.
it. It's
You were
trauma that
exposed
they
to
don't
such
talk
behavior, you
about.
know. And as you grow up, like, it might seem normal.
Mm.
Like, okay, this is how you behave as a man.
Mm.
So someone who's sitting right there thinks like, I'm actually being a man right now.
You said that
I
those
know
are the
my,
keywords. This is how
yeah,
you behave as a man.
yeah. You see, like,
Toxic
so
masculinity, like you don't cry,
you
things
don't
like this, like
cry,
you
you bottle
bottle things
everything
up.
inside, you know, like everything is just like,
Mm.
there's no end game, you
Mm.
know, everything is, it's like. And also like, we, no woman should be put in a position whereby they should actually fix any man.
No,
No
I
woman
agree.
should be like in a position whereby they should, it's their priority, or
Mm.
it's like their
Fix yourself, bruv.
responsibility. Like, a man should also come to themselves. We should
Mm.
talk to ourselves. We should call each other. If you have a friend, you know that he's abusive,
Call
you
him
know,
out.
call him out on his BS, bro. Like, tell him this thing that you're doing is not right.
Even if it's like the end of your friendship.
Even if it, even if it is so, like, you might have saved another girl's life, you know,
Mm.
if your friend like is someone who is abusive, you know, like, because I can tell you this, I guarantee you this, like, there is no one that can say like you don't know your friend is such a person.
You do.
You do.
And
Like,
also, I feel
the
like,
the signs will always be there.
mm,
You understand?
and if you don't call them out, that means that you are condoning, you
You're
tolerate, you
condoning this.
enabling them to
You're
keep on being
condoning this, yeah,
abusers.
because you feel like, we should stop this thing, especially as black people. We should stop this thing like of, it's not my, it's not my thing. If
Yeah.
it's, so long it doesn't affect me, it's not my problem. You
Mm.
know, that's also
Choosing to be a
creating. You
bystander.
know, you also part of parcel of creating the
The
problem,
problem. You're part
because
of the
you
problem.
could have cut it off while it was happening, or like
Mm.
when it was about to happen, but you chose to turn a
Mm.
blind eye. You know, you chose to turn your back on the situation. But there's like certain things that happen that
Mm.
our friends do that we normally don't want to say because of, this is my friend, you understand,
Mm.
like. And then when it happens, we like, I didn't know he's such a guy,
Mm.
but the signs were always
They were
there,
always there.
you know.
But also, we're talking about men holding other men accountable, but also we need to play our role as women, supporting our sisters without even like shaming them, because people tend to be afraid to speak out
Yeah,
because they're afraid that, oh no, my sister will
it's
shame me,
gonna
my
judge
friend
me.
will judge me.
Yeah.
Yes, so we also need to create the safe space among us as women to make sure that my friend
And
can come to
and
me and
like,
tell me these
I
things.
also want to encourage women to know that telling your story and reporting your story doesn't make you a victim.
Mm.
It might just be there on the case that they show that you are a victim. You're not a victim. You are the hero of your own story. You are taking
Mm.
charge of something that happened to you. You
Mm.
understand? You are taking charge of something that you don't tolerate. You
You're
know,
standing up for
if you're a
yourself.
woman that really stand up for themselves, love themselves, you know, and you cannot be treated like this, you know,
Excuse me.
you are a woman or that takes charge, you know, you don't lead from the back, you come to the front and you stand up for yourself, you know, like. So like, you're not a victim. You are the hero of your own story. You are telling your
Mm.
story, and no one has the right to judge you for that. Nobody has the right
It's
to
actually
make you
brave
feel
to do
small
that.
over that, like what happened to you is traumatic and it shouldn't have happened to anyone. But then it happened to you, and you should be allowed to voice your side of the story, to tell it, like to say like this and this happened and this and this happened to me. And that is also therapeutic, like expressing something out and not keeping it in or bottling it up, just taking it out and just being like, yeah, it did happen. Like it's therapeutic also. So women shouldn't look at it like as being a victim. You're not a victim.
And they shouldn't also feel bad that I allowed this to happen or someone did this to me. They're not. It
The
wasn't
problem is
your
not
doing.
you.
Exactly.
The problem is not you. The problem is that one that caused the pain. That's the problem.
And if you don't speak up, then you can't get the help that you need.
So like that's the other thing also. What is your take? Because as much as we can say like men are also the problem, do you know women is also the problem? And I'm not saying that in a way of trying to spark anything, but women is also the problem. There are certain women who are part of certain groups and syndicates where they lure little girls or young women into traps in being human trafficked, like coming pretending to you, show me, but they know they what they are doing, they know their role and they are playing it. So women are also kind of not safe from other women.
Exactly. So I said we need to create a safe space. We need to create a sisterhood where I know that you wouldn't sell me out because
you wouldn't allow certain things to happen to me. You wouldn't allow me to live with a certain person and you're not fully aware of it. You understand? So like I feel like also like, because as much as we can say like nah, the man, there are also some women that needs to be called out. There's also some women who needs to be put in the spotlight.
you are the
Like
problem.
if you are a friend and you guys are going out and you guys see another guy or a group of guys and they have interest in you, and they offer to buy you guys drinks, and they do buy you drinks, and they obviously want to live with you, and this guy likes a certain friend of yours within you guys' group, and then you put your friend in a
Say,
spotlight
go,
of
go,
no,
go with him.
go, like that's also
You call us later, told me, or tomorrow we'll see you
that's
tomorrow.
also the
You're part of the
problem.
problem.
You're also part of the problem, because now you are literally selling your friend. Like you are literally
drinks,
exposing her to someone she doesn't know. She just met this person today. You're telling her to go and literally spend a night with someone that she doesn't know. Anything can
that
happen.
you also don't know.
That you yourself don't know. You understand?
Where are you gonna find him tomorrow?
Yeah. So like that's also like part of the problem. Also, like you need to be aware of these friends. You need to
But
be aware
like
of
you're
these
saying,
friends.
someone else on social media actually still had a story about how they were chatting with this group of girls, and one of the girls wanted to go home, and they wanted to go like to a second location, right? So the girl said, "No, no, Tommy, you can Uber back home, and then we will go to second location." So they literally sent her to go home alone in the middle of the night, and they're living together as a group. My friends and I had this thing where we'd say, if we're leaving home or like at the house together, we are leaving as a group. If we left as a group, we are coming back as a group. No one is staying behind unless we know who you are staying with, or we know the person that you're staying behind with. So like we wouldn't let you just.
So when anything happens, you know who to hold accountable.
We know who to hold accountable. Yeah. So do you have any closing words to our viewers? Last statements? Yeah.
Hey man, I just want to say to all the women out there in the world, and to all women out there in South Africa who has experienced GBV and who has gone through this, I just want to say, as part of coming from a man or a male perspective, I just really want to say I'm very, very sorry for every single thing that has happened to women and everything that women have to go through on a daily in this country. And also, I just want to say, tell the women that also came forward and told their stories, that you guys are actually heroes and not victims. You guys are actually the hero of your own life and your own story, for actually telling it how it is. And I just want to say to the men, really need to take accountability for your own life and for your own doings, and hold yourself accountable, man.
Okay, guys, if you got this far, thank you so much for watching and thank you for subscribing. If you haven't, please do click the subscribe button down below and do like the episode and comment what we should talk about next, what our next topic should be. And yeah.
It's been our safe space, man. From me to you. Keep it safe out there.
Bye.